Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, and today I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys how I made this full lace unit that I'm wearing. Not full lace, what am I saying? This frontal wig unit that I'm wearing. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I made it step by step. It was pretty easy to make, and I hope you guys enjoy. I didn't pluck the frontal on camera because I didn't need to pluck it at all. It came like super nice. I got this hair from Medusa Hair Company, and my bundles are actually bundles I had bought in September, and I wore all through September to March, and I decided, so I've had them for 6 months now, and they're really good quality, so I definitely recommend Medusa Hair Company because they keep the fullness and thickness and everything. And I just bought a new frontal because my frontal started to thin out a bit and I wasn't really liking how it was looking. But I mean, you get like an 18-inch frontal for $110, which is a complete steal because other websites will like sell it to you for like $200. So I totally recommend them. And yeah, all the details on my hair will be in the description bar down below. And if you have any questions, of course, just put them in the comment section down below and I'll definitely respond to you as soon as I can. And yep. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start with basic white powder developer thing, bleaching powder, and I'm going to put just 1 scoop in there, and then I'm going to use some of my Wella Color Charm 40 volume developer, and I want the bleaching creamy solution that I'm going to make to be really thick because when it's super liquidy then it leaks through the lace and then it bleaches the hair, and that you don't want to bleach, you just want to bleach or not. So the thicker that you make it, the less likely it is to bleach the knot, the less likely it is to bleach your hair and just to only bleach the knot. So I just wanted to show you guys there how thick the formula is. So I'm going to go ahead and start by packing that on all over my frontal, and as you can see, I used 2 clips to make sure none of the hair got out. Of course, a couple strands here and there got in, but I mean, it wasn't that important because for the majority of the hair was all covered up. And I just opened up the little clamps to put bleach under those sections, and yep. So that was really all I did. I used foil paper to just wrap it in, and I waited, I would want to say 20 minutes, about 20 to 25 minutes, and then I came back and checked, and you see that the knots were perfectly bleached, and you can definitely tell because they have that golden kind of color, and that's really your indicator that they're done being bleached. So I just used a wig cap, which you can buy in any local beauty supply store. I bought that for $1.50, so you don't have to break the bank buying it. And then I cut off the excess lace from off the sides of the frontal. If you know that on the sides of your frontal when you get it, the 2 sides are going to have excess lace. You can go ahead and cut that off because you don't need it. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to apply your frontal to your wig cap, but you want to put the frontal in front of the wig cap. You do not want the front of the frontal to be aligned with the wig cap. Like, I promise you, if you do that, your wig will not fit your head. You have to put the frontal in front of the wig cap. So I'm just showing you guys right now how I stretch the frontal from ear to ear, and it's really tight and secure in the back, which is really what you want. You really want the back to be really flat and secure. It's okay if the front is like a little lumpy in the front. As long as the back of your frontal is tight and secure, then you're good. So now I'm showing you guys how I start to sew. I start sewing from one side and I make my way to the other. You want to sew right through the end of the back of the frontal. There's a nice hard double folded over lace section for you to sew. You don't want to sew into the actual like lace where the hair is, just on that end. And I wanted to show you guys a little quickly how I sew, just in case you're not familiar with how to sew and you're trying to undertake this without knowing, because I know sometimes YouTubers don't show this stuff. So all I do is I double the thread around the needle and then I pull it through. That's literally it. You put the needle right through it, right through the lace, and then after you pull the needle right through the lace, you're going to double the thread around the needle and pull it right through. And it's that process repeated a million times over, and it's as easy as that. So now that I'm done sewing it, you can see that it's loose in the front, but the back is nice and super tight, which is what I'm trying to show you. So it's okay for the front to be loose. It will turn out still really beautiful. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach my first weft. And what I did is I put the needle right through the first weft, and I'm attaching the weft to the frontal, like it's being attached directly to the frontal, and you'll see that in a second. You see I pulled the needle through the frontal, and there you go. right at the edge of the frontal, and then I'm going to go through again, right through the weft, and I wrap it around twice, pull it through. And this is personally my favorite sewing method. Whenever I'm sewing any weaving thing, it really helps your wefts to stay on, and your wig will last so long before the thread starts to wear out. I think it went 6 months before my first like little piece of thread started to wear out with my sewing method, so I really like the doubling around method for sewing down for a wig. I mean, there are other methods, but this is my personal favorite because it lasts super long. And this process in total took me about 3 hours to do, like to make the wig, because I mean, you know, it is a time-consuming process, but it makes the process a lot longer when you're recording. If I wasn't recording, I probably could have finished sewing the entire thing in probably 2 hours, an hour and a half, but every time I had to stop to record and make sure everything was recording properly, it kind of slowed down the process, to be completely honest. I also wanted to mention that as I get to upper portions, I stopped sewing through the wefts and I just sew the hair on to the wig cap by sewing. You can kind of see sewing underneath. Now that I'm at the last part of the wig, when you get to the top of your wig, the last part, I use the fold over method for my entire wig. I don't cut my wefts. When I get to the top, all that I do is I stitch the final weft directly onto the frontal to like finish, so there are no gaps or anything, so I directly sew it onto the frontal. I know it's a little hard to see here, but in a second the video is going to show you. I'm going to make it a lot clearer because I realized that you guys weren't able to see what I was doing, but I'm going to show you in a second. Just wait for it to show. Alright, so you see how I'm going straight through the frontal, and then I'm pulling out and pulling out, and there you go. And then for the last stitch, all you do is just pull it through at the end when you're done stitching. Pull it through 2 times, and it will really help stitch it there. And so now I'm just taking out the braids so I can just, you know, fluff the hair around and play in it a little bit. So the next step of this process is there's going to be excess of the wig cap left from where the lace frontal is. And you're just going to cut that out using a pair of scissors. It's super easy to do, honestly. Just make sure that you don't cut anywhere where thread is or where you've sewn. You can go as close as you want. Just be careful not to cut it out. Alright, so the last step is to go ahead and sew on your elastic. And really, you just have to measure your own head and see from where to where. All I did was measure from ear to ear and see how much elastic I needed, and that was pretty much it. That is the final result of the wig, and yeah, that's how it turned out. It turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the results. I definitely am gonna, you know, show you guys how to style it and all that in the next video, and it turned out pretty good. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.